Hello YouTube. All right, I wanted to make a really important video because I feel like a lot of people get this mixed up, is how to view your diet and how to view training in terms of like building muscle and losing fat. So, you know, it's summer, people want to be lean and look good for the summer. So I think it's a giant mistake for a lot of people to decide, I'm going to do a lot more in terms of my workout, as opposed to cutting back on eating a little bit less. That to me, the best exercise program is one that is maximizing putting on muscle and burns fat, whether you're in a caloric surplus and trying to gain weight or in a caloric deficit. So a really good program, you should be doing basically the same exact thing, whether or not you're cutting or trying to gain weight. The real variable when it comes to losing weight and try to get leaner that should change is your total caloric intake is what really should change. You should get stricter and leaner. Because, I mean, I want you to visualize this. What burning 3,000 calories looks like. Burning 3,000 calories would take basically all day long, working yourself to an extreme level of exhaustion. And at those levels, the diet really kind of goes out the window, and then you compensate by eating even more. When in reality, your training program should be something that is doable, sustainable, building muscle, and you use your diet as what burns the fat and gets you to the body fat percentage you want. So, practical terms, I don't want to hear, and I don't want people to decide, oh, I need to lose an extra 5 to 10 pounds after my lifting, I'm going to start doing some running. No, what you should be doing is, if you're already lifting and exercising, you should decide, I need to cut back somewhere in my total amount of calories. I also want you to think how difficult it is to burn 3,000 and how easy it is to eat an extra 1,000 calories. It's so easy. You know, you go out to dinner and order a nice meal versus eating at home. That might be the difference in 1,000 calories. The meal that you get, you know, for dinner might be 1,600, and what you made at home might have been 600. Like, that's how drastic a difference. It's so easy to cut back on the calories, and it's so difficult to add an extra 300 to 500 calories burned every single day. And then you might say to yourself, well, I want to eat what I want to eat, and I'll just burn more. It's just not going to work as efficient. It's nowhere near the recipe in order for you to get the results that you want. If you want to lose weight, you need to cut back on calories somewhere. That is the answer. That is what's going to happen. That's how you're going to burn some fat, assuming you're doing a decent workout. It doesn't have to be a crazy workout. So that's my advice. And in the way that I recommend cutting, I think the most practical, easy way, if you know you're eating some bad shit and you really don't care, for example, sodas. Like, I don't know anyone who just fucking loves soda. It's like a non-negotiable. They have to fucking drink soda. Cut that shit out. But if you love, I don't know, Oreos, again, go from eating fucking 8 or 10 at night down to like 2 or 3. And if those two things, all right, let's say you already do that, then for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just reduce the size of them. Instead of eat 85% the size of your dinner, 85% the size of your lunch, and 85% the size of your breakfast. If your breakfast is a bowl of cereal with milk, put in less cereal, put in less milk. If you're eating a sandwich with chips for lunch, eat less chips. If you are, for dinner, just less total volume. If you're eating chicken, rice, broccoli, or you're eating like fucking ribs or steak or something, eat a little bit less of it. Do that. That is going to get you to your goal so much faster, better, easier than adding more exercise. The exercise program should be a finite amount. There's an ideal amount. So give that a shot. If you need any personal help, if you want my personal time for me to help you, you can email me or message me. And yeah, bye for now.